dispersed out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Haskins on first down. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Steps away to his left. Out to the left here to Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 28 yards. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
No. 12.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
11. Hey, Foxtrot.
53 is the mark. Here I come.
Hey, gun.
53, check 53. Hey, keep it up. Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Touchdown, Washington! As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make the score 14-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Watch the pass. Mike, 53, 53, Mike.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, team six. Team six.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Garoppolo looks to throw, and that's going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Come on, D. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the curl.
11.
Check. 53's the Mike.
Hey, Delta.
53's the Mike. Check pass. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the flag.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Flushed out right, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mike by 4.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Haskins will throw. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. As Haskins hit, and he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll try the left side. It's Thompson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal.
Undercrook, go, go. Hey, switch gears.
On the carry, Thompson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball. Hey. 54 is Mike. 54 is Marvin. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike,
2nd down, Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, as the first half is winding down, and the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Redskins 28, 49ers nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. It's a run by Coleman to start the 3rd quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Got 3 down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go, D.
13.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 13. Check 13. 11.
57's the mic.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Well, fellas, here we go.
57's the mic.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
57's the mic.
On first down, it's Thompson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Here we go.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
57. Mike, 57.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, exit.
57's a Mike. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
57.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Room here to run. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.